Hello, it's me, your boy. On my hunt for more and more stinky anime to torture myself with, like a 15th century jailer clamping on the Ball Knocker 5000, I began seeing references to what are called OVAs, standing for Original Video Animation. I figured just covering one of these, as they tend to be quite short, would simply be not enough. So like the deranged monster that I am, I lined up 6. That would probably be far better for channel growth as their own little videos, but quite simply, I'm a lunatic and I must be stopped. The first one I saw was Mars of Destruction. How bad can it be? It's only 19 minutes. I've had diarrhea that's lasted longer than that. The year? 2010, when some fucking horns ruined a perfectly good World Cup. Earth, the blurry orb. I look for a different source with better quality, as it looks to be in 320p, but no, that's how it's meant to look. We get a slow zoom of the sun, but no, it's Mars. A pretty big thing to fuck up, lads. I accidentally started watching what I thought was an abridged series, and immediately died from cringe, but no, the dialogue was the real dialogue. I continued in the sub for the express purpose of not being able to understand how awful the voice acting is in Japanese. Oh no, the controls aren't responding. We're burning up! Which is weird, as this happens when you enter the atmosphere, and not up here. Not a great start, my incompetence alarm blazing, like me when I have to use chopsticks. We get 3 schoolgirls with P90s face off against what they call ancients, which is anyone over the age of 23 to most Zoomers. One gets her head blown off, which made me burst out laughing. I'm not an evil entity, I swear. What's that blinding light? It's a Beetleborg! No TikTokers, I do not expect you to know what that is. I've seen better action between 2 drunkards on public transport. The sound design is fucking awful. And oh no, not protagonist-kun! Hilariously, they bring in the other girl, who need I remind you is missing a head. And the other girls go, ah no, who could have seen this coming? Like they had any hope for her. The girl from Gintama, I think, and the shit horse from Uma Musume. You will wear Mars, the Beetleborg suit. Protagonist-kun is in shock. We can't take him. You will. Oh, okay. We get a very funny bit where they show the AAST team. That stands for, who cares, fuck it. I'd have gone with the Central Unidentified Neo-Space Team. Way better. The crack team is primarily made up of teenage girls rather than soldiers in their physical primes. No, we need people who can be overpowered by a stiff breeze or a menacing rodent. Okay, even not understanding the language, I know this is bad. Protag-kun immediately nudifies himself, and he is placed on the cross like Jesus Christ. The policeman gets mulched, and teenage girls form a firing line, like they are fighting against Britain in the Revolutionary War. They literally play the song that Bugs Bunny uses when massaging the hunter's head, and that's all I can think of. They have a nice chit-chat about the functionality of plasma rifles, and just let the girl get her fucking lights choked out. Oh no, Harem member 1, who immediately taps out, ending the fight in 2 minutes into round 1. What a result. He shoots through the monster and also the thing they're supposed to be protecting, and it's never mentioned. 2 new characters with no introduction are like the ancients are from Mars, an alien civilization. Apparently humanity actually comes from Japan. Right. Rather than, where we actually came from, Africa. It's a bit like the Japanese version of Jesus, where I stress this is not me taking the piss, and although I do admit it is something that I would say, they believe that Jesus did not actually get crucified, but it was a stand-in, and Jesus left for Japan to become a rice farmer. And no, I genuinely am not making that up. The crack Special Forces team sits around like a bunch of pussies, rather than, I don't know, maintaining a perimeter. As predicted, the monster just fucking revives for no reason, and because Protag-kun was pissing about, he gets grabbed, and the Mars thing is like, it was you who invaded us, you evil earthlings. Now, for some reason their plasma bullets work, whereas before they had no effect. Wow. Brilliant. I expected worse, honestly. Oh, the credits roll, and I figured out why the quality was so low. I believe it's because when the names of the creators are displayed, they could hide their name from public viewing with a low enough resolution. Next up, Skelter Heaven, which I had to double check I wasn't watching Mars of Destruction again on accident. We get a solid minute of a slow zoom of Earth, which I fear may be the best part. I didn't bother to look at the synopsis, as you'd come to expect from me. Here at Wolf & Pals, we are committed to giving the absolute lowest effort possible at all times. A great object has appeared over Tokyo. And no, I'm not talking about my wolf blimp. We get a very mid-90s garage intro before it's ruined by the Japanese. The character designs look like they were made by someone whose primary qualification was traumatic brain injury. Oh, mechs, here we go. Japanese teenage girls a la Mars of Destruction are the greatest force known to humankind. But then again, if you've seen any Joshi wrestling, then you know that they are fucking mental. Then again, imagining the SAS team from COD's Anime Girls is quite funny. Brother 6, going duck. I might have to cut that one. He fobs her off and they look at what I think is a humanoid Christmas tree. I sure hope humanity's only hope aren't fucking around with their hobbies. Oh, brilliant. The bikini G-strings are very crucial to the mech functionality. My favourite part is where this woman is like, how long are you going to take in the shower? And she's like... Also, what in fucking tarnation is this? They don't address it. I assume they're being shaking like that Duff beer in The Simpsons. He's like, we need to find the weak point and destroy it. This girl has the expression of someone witnessing a cartel member throw someone in the acid bath. Tentacruel here rightfully defends his airspace. Yes, I am on Team Tentacruel and I hope you are as well. Are you bringing personal feelings into work? No, he says, extremely defensively. She's like, send me first to die. And he's like, you're a rogue, a loose cannon, a wild card. And she's like, no, I'm not. And runs away. I'll show him I'm not a loose cannon by ignoring orders and going in blind. They look like they're driving the baby carrier Grey Knight Dreadnought, except with less armour. I just want to tell the commander how I feel. Maybe try locking in, Lynn. Tellingly, the man gets actual armour on his vessel. No mankini for this lad. They shoot a hole in Tentacruel, and he's like... and slaps the little dickhead away. He's like, don't worry about the fatalities. Just stay on target. And she made a scream like me on Lethal Company. The blobe. One's been grabbed. The screams are too funny, and I'm aware that makes me sound like a fucking lunatic. It's like that reporter going down that slide. The Met Girls are artificial beings. Its intelligence will one day be greater than humans. Based on what I've seen, mission failed. We'll get her next time. Effectively, she's got the mental capacity of a baby based on being born, like a few weeks ago. So this guy is ostensibly a weird paedophile. The opposite of the O, but mentally she's a 4,000-year-old dragon, so it's not weird. Commander, how long will I live? Not much more, hopefully. Wow, you sure are obedient. We were a collar away from her barking like a dog. Oh no, she's been disarmed. Loose Cannon is back, and she's like, get a hold of yourself. I will protect them all, she declares, as we see a PowerPoint of the good times, including time well spent in the shaky chair, in swimwear, blowing up balloons in swimwear, sitting in swimwear, and running in swimwear. Lynn, get the fuck off my ship. I love you, Commander Sama. I love you, Commander Sama. So I'm going to crash this ship and protect you by dooming, I assume, all of humanity to die to Tentacruel. Who, now that I think about it, hasn't done anything except defend itself. Loose Cannon is like, shit, better handle this myself. And he's like, no, for some reason, despite it being the order he told Screamer to do. Tentacruel is like, ow, after getting cut, and they get transported into the floaty realm, a new wolf trademark, by the way. Soul of Tentacruel is like, dude, they're after me. And she says, it's true, some humans can't control their desires, but that's only a small part of humanity, such as the monsters that we work for. I assume for minimum wage. No, I don't fight for humans, but Commander Coon instead. The one who wanted me to do the suicide part of this mission. Sorry, homeboy, I'm trying to get my clam slammed, so guess you gotta die. R.I.P. Tentacruel. He deletes Commander Coon from his phone book like a jaded ex-girlfriend, as the rest of Tentacruel's street set form a get-back gang to spin on the humans. And that's it. Credits roll. I'd have cleverly neglected to add credits, as I wouldn't want people to know I had anything to do with it. Forest Fairy 5, which isn't a code word to activate my sleeper agent abilities. We get to look at Japan's secret anime kingdom. Fucking hell. Bet the age of consent is diabolically low. What the fuck is this? Humans are gone, and now Japan is only filled with anime-chans, as they say. There's fairy rings in your town too, it proclaims. You can find them on Grindr. This is exactly what I see when I suck in PCP through my anal membrane. The psychedelic nightmare reminds me of playing the shivering... I'm still laughing at the Grindr joke. Sorry, the psychedelic nightmare reminds me of playing the Shivering Isles Oblivion expansion, but wasted on Aztec hallucinogens instead. Oh look, a fairy. What in the VR chat is this shit? She's a Muscaria-based child, which are poisonous by the way, so don't eat them, dipshit. The audio quality is terrible, putting my dangling microphone to shame. It sounds like they're talking through a Halo 3 limited edition headset, or adversely, from the moon. I emit bubbles when I'm happy. Me, semen. We are not the same. Here's an Anita. Whoa, what the fuck is that? Oh, just go blow by it, sure, okay. These are called voice actors in the same way I call myself an astronaut after jumping off a coffee table. It's so fun to attack things, she says. Okay, based. It's Porcini. This has to be VR chat. I'm sure of it. I'm pretending to have a frying pan. Look at me go. We watched this for an unnatural amount of time before self-immolating. Is this casting couch for VR chat? It feels like the opening salvo of an adult video, where a Japanese lady makes small talk that I don't understand, with big gammy teeth. This is apparently a beauty standard thing in Japan, where you want teeth like this, because it means you are young enough to not have braces yet. Jesus Christ. They look through the mirror and observe the real world, along with some very confused foreigners like me. What other human city should we visit? Chirac, hopefully. Oh look, crepes. Anime authors sure love crepes, don't they? Why? Who knows? But know that you've not had the true crepe experience unless you travel to France and have a French man stare at an 8-year-old English child with enough hatred to trigger a demonic incursion. That's a real crepe. This one is way too old to hang around these children. It's like she's about to lure them into a van with a giant lollipop. They talk about fashion and show some absolutely horrible fits. Considering I basically look like this, I can hardly talk, but that shows the state of your fashion, mate. What's that song? It's a human world song. Why don't we dance to this? No, next. Next up we have Puper, and I'm going to go completely blind. Each show is 4 minutes, so fuck, I guess let's do the whole series. State of your character design. This guy looks like Irish Kratos. Zeus, what the fuck are you doing? You go outside. I'm through listening to you big pile of cunts. How they are going to do an episode in 4 minutes is a mystery I intend to learn. Go home before you see the red butterflies. Alright, sure. Hey, police? Yeah, she's escaped again. Oh, dang it, I saw him. A little hungry pupper comes out the tree, and I burst out laughing. I think this is what happens when you give dogs chocolate. He sees someone, sister or girlfriend, on the floor, and this arsehole next to him just walks by. Hey, you dumb bitch, where's your shoe? What is going on? Oh no, I got the red hand. What happens when you get caught stealing? Oni-chan, I'm a coordinate demon. Our father used to beat us. Oh, Jesus. Lunatic woman is like, hello. Maybe discuss the monster. It pains me to say this, but your sister's gone. And he's like, nuh-uh. And she's like, uh-huh. And she's like, uh-huh. Oh, yeah, go talk to her and find out, dumbass. Don't come any closer, Oni-chan. Let's go home, sister. Oh, sorry, I ate you. My bad. Whoopsie. And she's like, oh, for fuck's sake. The bear comes to talk some shit, which I always appreciate. I want to be an anime girl, not a gross monster. What I say in the mirror with my Sailor Moon scepter sparkling. Oni-chan, what are you doing? I thought I ate you. True, sis. And she, eats him again? This is for sick freaks, isn't it? Oh, God. The cat's like, oh, sick, free meal. which is what your cat will do to you when you die. Don't get it twisted. He gets taken away in a body bag, and she's like, boo-hoo! And Maria here is just like, you ate him, you little freak. He's just fucking back somehow, and he's reconstituted his form. You are infested with bug chlamydia. You must let your sister eat you repeatedly to satiate her hunger. Oh, no, it really is for freaks, isn't it? Apparently she's been a monster the whole time, as she was born with all her teeth shining, like she's just gone to Turkey. She murders the baby, which I can't show, and she shrugs it off like it's nothing. What a fucking beast. Oh no, you little knacker, don't eat the bird. Oh, Jesus. Please, husband, I now love pain for some reason, so please beat me any chance you get. And he's like, beat, you say? Oh my god, I can't show this. Might be cutting this one early, methinks. I think she eats his ass, but not in a good way. This can't be legal. Cutting this one short, and no, there will be no wolf theatre. That sucked. Next. Twinkle, Nora, rock me. Going in blind. A bewitching girl will lead the world to its doom. Here's an uncut snippet of the intro to prove that it's not just me that's gone mad. I generally thought my internet had tanked at the wolf cave, so I kept rewinding it so it could load properly. I think a flick book made in crayon would be smoother. This is outright unwatchable. What is that power? She can gobblify people. Don't worry, Chief. This bounty is on me. She's very cross-eyed. He's like, why don't you stop being a gobblifier and go on TV? Which I assume he means Babe Station. That is a very, very British reference. Babe Station was essentially one of those sex line channels where some very British woman would be like, you want me to do something naughty with this bottle of water? Planet Dazzle has been gone a long time, he says. Planet Dazzle was my hourly Vegas tap dancing show. She does the thing that bell-end motorbike riders do before losing all their skin in a crash, and she arrives on Tatooine. Oh shit, it's Robocop. The locals haven't seen ass this fine since the Neolithic era. This is Legend of Zelda level animation.
I guess that's worth a kiss, huh? Ha! I won!
The entire bar presumably tries to assault her, and she draws the blower and activates her Sandevistan. Woman, he says, quivering. I'm going to call him Samuel Ganji. We have to get out of here, Mr. Frodo. This feels racist somehow, and I'm not sure why. You're the wizard's brother, are you not? And he wiggles his log, something you can also find me doing on Babe Station. If it gets too weird, we will go to Wolf Station, I promise you. She just logs him and just ruins the establishment. And Sam is like, you use magic, Mr. Frodo. And she's like, little boy, where is your mother? I don't know where the wizard is. Little boy, I will offer you a big lolly if you tell me where he is. He's like, money prize won't work on me, Mr. Frodo. To which I presume she gives him a handy around the side of the pub as agreed. They are psychics, not wizards, making this, I think, a Warhammer spin-off. She picks up some drumsticks and is like, dance, child, dance. Is this what passed for hentai in 1985? Oh, please don't dance. Oh, fuck. Look at the little guy go. Obviously, this music won't do. This segment is mammoth, and I went for a piss, and it was still going. Not a joke, by the way. Hang on tight, Mr. Frodo. Why aren't you in your child seat, little boy? This little snitch is like, there's the base. The battle between two unsanctioned psychers begins. Ooh, hee hee, you'll never defeat me. You dispelled my illusion. She looks like she's fighting for the Germans in North Africa. Oh no, gobblification, the strongest magic in the galaxy. It's kind of weird as everything is an illusion, so you can just kind of stand there and not do shit. Sam gets clapped by Touchy or whatever he's called. If he uses his sick dance moves to fight, I'm not sure if I'll be delighted or fuming. She stops his heart with her powers, which I'd have led with, honestly. And he's like, hee hee, whilst he fucking dies, prancing off to heaven, sleeping on her thighs. Frodo beats sex offender guy by getting him stuck. The guys who, need I remind you, earlier tried to assault her are like, woohoo, the bad guy is gone. The bad guy's like, oh, her smile is the most powerful of magic. No, I think the heart stop magic was pretty effective. C3 Creepo joins the dance-off. The end. Toki Mechy Memorial, eh? I know what this is on account of an absolute mad lad making a 5-hour video on a Japanese-only dating game. And if you didn't think I watched it in its entirety multiple times, then you are really on some shit. Toki Mechy Memorial is a game which defined the dating sim genre, which is a bit like celebrating the first monkey to develop AIDS. We get protagonist Coon with cat ears being chased down by bunny-eared men and sexy mice boys. What conservative men, I think, see in their dreams. Erect. We get some girl reading outside, something you can't do in Britain, lest your paper turn into a soggy mess. He just transferred to this school today. And oh my. No, not you. This is a brand new school. This guy has a red nose, so I assume he's an alcoholic. A man after my own heart, protagonist Coon just stares at them tits, complete with boing sound effect each time. Something that sadly happens every time I walk, on account of being fat. I'm your home rude teacher, Miss Crabapple, as I've named her. Welcome to your class. He introduces himself in a very generic way, like, Arigato, I am protagonist Coon, please look after me. Boring. Leading me to come up with some theories of how I'd arrive at school. They wear animal ears because I assume they play Valorant. Go sit next to those two. What's up, fellas? Sure, I'm ready to learn. Class president, who I assume is main girl, is like, hello, like an anxious little lamb about to be eaten. The science teacher is like, what are you doing with my beakers, boy? And what the fuck is going on? We are going to investigate medicines. What is your grip strength? And he just knows and tells him. Is this a normal thing to know when you go to school these days? Who knows? My school used to have a grip test machine until someone told me Kesha was going on hiatus, and I broke it. They do quirky lessons, including singing. They didn't even try to have us sing at school, the rest of us unable to sing anything besides Tayo Cruz. He eats alone as he should, lest anyone try to scavenge his food. They just have a talking bird, and I just stopped questioning things, just letting it happen, like the sweet coming of the heat death of the universe. Why are you feeding the prisoner? He knows what he did. We get the two friend roles played by guy with Yu-Gi-Oh hair and the other that looks like Sonic picking up speed. Apparently the ears are accessories for those who do well in sports or grades. Sports, eh? My innate lunacy made me pretty good at those. Give me those bunny ears. The girls here have high standards, meaning they won't let me or my boy hit it clean. So we've gathered information on them. This is weird. I'd have handed a tip-off to the prefecture police about these two. I can look up their birthdays, family members, and the dresses. Oh, Jesus. They'll never catch me, the Toki Mechy bomber. What about the popular girl? And he's like, yes, I've got photos and videos. Jesus, fuck. I reckon protagonist Coon is an undercover officer infiltrating this terror network. When love interest Coon arrived, the skies cleared up on her arrival, with doves flying overhead. Yes. Something like this happened to me when I first went to school. Someone triggered a warning siren and called the dog warden. 3 neo-Nazis turn up armband clad. And the bird is like, free me, I am a prisoner of war. The students, I think, have figured out that he's a Fed, so are engaging in a purge-like manhunt. The student council president, that sits above the UN in importance, has requested your presence. I'd have said no and gone home. I was at a rugby team once, where they said, the younger years need to carry our stuff to our rooms. So I left that shit on the side of the road to send a message. He screams, don't take off the rabbit ears, like there's some sort of micro bomb attached. She's desperate for a dolphin book for some reason. Once, in a dream, I saw dolphins in the water. He says, what a lovely dream. I'd have said, well, where else are you going to fucking see him? On land? Apparently, if he takes his cat ears to love interest Coon, then he gets her email. She seems to get off on this interest. He scream cry runs, how I go to the supermarket, and the sports team members try to murder him. He shows remarkable elusive ability on account of his training at the police academy. He hides out in the jail cell of the POW. This 50-year-old man gets clapped up by the bird. He says, "Thanks for the bread, human," would I say after robbing someone at knife point. He collapses beneath the crying tree and finds a measure of peace. "My hiding spot ruined. I will retreat for now." "You did it. You brought me the cat ears, and I've earned my email address." Obviously, I began to bombard her with spam emails, pretending to be a Nigerian warlord. "I've written here, maybe you shouldn't do this impression, but I'm going to try anyway. Dear sir or madam, I am a Nigerian." Alright, maybe not. Wow, what a collection of odd little creations. I understand why each one was limited to single episodes. Bye. "Hello, it's Wolf Station. Get your hands on that phone and talk dirty to me, and I'll give it right back. Oh, we got ourselves a caller. Hello, darling."
"Get your tits out."